The housing crisis is pretty much the biggest situation in Ireland, no matter who you are. House prices are too expensive to buy, it's too expensive to rent, and literally just today, we saw Micheál Martin, our Taoiseach, give €125 million over to Ukraine, which could have been used for Ireland for infrastructure, for building houses. And Micheál Martin actually publicly stated today that they're going to help build the infrastructure of Ukraine. Okay, now, of course, the country of Ireland is hemorrhaging losses with money. We're spending money like it's been no tomorrow. But at the same time, we have no money to build our own houses. We have no money to build anything. They're talking about bringing in, doubling the population of Ireland. Where are these people going to go? Is everybody going to be sleeping in a tent like back in the 50s? Who knows, guys? We're going to have to build stone huts now, and people can't buy houses. Anyone under 30 isn't buying a house or even renting. It's so expensive. The rents have literally just quadrupled over the last 5 years. Here we have Jack Chambers, okay, homosexual man, talking about the infrastructural plans of Ireland. Let's listen.
Minister, you've spoken at length about the need to deregulate, but of course it's your government that has brought in those regulations over the last decade or more. Huh? It's not something that just materialized out of thin air. So is the government's new plan not effectively to undo its old plan and to cut all of the regulations that you people like yourself have brought in over the last number of years?
Well, we've many fragmented systems and processes, and we have many regulators, and some of the measures that were taken at a particular point in time were obviously introduced for good reason. But the overlapping, siloed nature of many regulations within the Irish economy is slowing delivery, and we need to rebalance regulation in terms of infrastructure delivery, but also to build growth and prosperity for the future. There has to be a better balance. And that's what
I'm sorry, Minister. Who set up those regulators, though? Of course, it was the government that created these state agencies that we are now telling us is the source of the problem when it comes to this issue. So is the government not culpable for that?
Ben Scallon absolutely roasting once again. You know, the government will set up the issue, guys. They'll create the problem, and they'll actually say to you, the public, you know what? We created the problem, but we're going to fix the problem. I mean, in no other way would that be legally solid. Like, imagine you went to your doctor and they say, well, we actually, on your surgery, we broke your spine accidentally, but we're going to fix you once again. Don't worry. It's like you wouldn't trust them a second time. Like, if they're already creating the issue, I don't want them in power. We want to have them out of power, guys. You know, you don't want to have the people that are leading you to slaughter saying, no, don't worry. Like, you're going to be fine. Like, that's not how it works, guys. Like, they created the issue. I want different people to solve the problem, you know? It's just bizarre. This is actually bizarre. This guy is saying so much, but he's actually saying nothing. We're going to deregulate the infrastructure. Like, how is that going to happen? Like, explain to us step by step how you're going to deregulate the building industry, the construction industry in Ireland. Like, that's not going to happen, lads. Like, they're not going to deregulate the construction industry. Like, that is never going to happen. I think these people just lie to us en masse, honestly.
In certain instances, certain regulations were introduced for good reason, but the operation of those regulations may have developed or evolved in a different way than maybe was intended at the time. I think the overlapping nature of the scale of regulation and the number of regulators has created maybe risk aversion and has slowed delivery. So
is the government responsible for that, would you say?
Obviously every government is responsible for measures it took in the past, but I think it's looking at all of these in the round. It's not any single regulator or single regulation. The whole quantum of what and the global scale of these has created systems that are too slow.
Bro, what are you saying right now? Like, these, bro, they don't even give you straight answers. Like, nobody can get a straight answer out of anybody. Out of Micheál Martin, Simon Harris, Jack Chambers, name a politician, guys. You just cannot get a straight answer out of them. He literally said there that, yes, we created the issue, but that was in the past. He said every government created the issue, but it's like, how are you creating the issue but now saying that you're going to solve it? Bro, this is bizarre. I can't even watch these videos. These are just so, just stupidly. Like, Ireland is cooked, guys. Ireland is just a disaster.
Looking at them in the round and simplifying them and rebalancing the level of regulation, I think is critical to place speed at the centre of how we deliver infrastructure for the Irish economy.
And did the Metro play?
He said absolutely nothing in that video, guys. Literally, he just said absolutely nothing. And Ireland's just going to keep getting worse. I mean, a lot of people, I've seen actually now a lot of people on the right, they're telling me that they're leaving. You know, and if this place doesn't get better in the next few years, I think most people will just leave. Not simply because they have no ties or connection, because as an Irish man, you know, and most people watching this probably are Irish, or, you know, they have a connection to the country in some way. It's not even that, guys. It's just because there's no hope, guys. There's nothing for the future that's going to add to the country. They're not going to say overnight, well, we're bringing in more jobs, we're doing X, Y, and Z to help give you money and this kind of thing. Like, they're not doing any government schemes to actually help the people of the country. The number one thing you should do as a government is help your people. But what they're doing now is serving like the EU, the UN. It's actually really upsetting when you look into what's happening in this country. And this is why I now understand why everyone's leaving to Australia, Canada, you know, the Middle East. Like, everyone's leaving because there's no hope, guys. Like, there's no actually people coming in to actually help the country in any way. We're just making these videos every single day reporting on the shit show that it is. And we're going to stay reporting on it until hopefully something changes. Spread awareness, okay? That's the most we can do right now. But so the next video we have here is saying that TikTok is full of people in Britain wanting to escape. And speaking of escape, we have a video here today about a man saying that he's so miserable that he wants to leave the country, but he's so stuck because of the miserable state of the UK. And this is the same in Ireland, guys. A lot of people feel like this guy. Let's listen.
It makes me want to give up on life more than living in the fucking UK, bro. It's just such a shit place, bro. I couldn't name 5 things on my hand that are good about this place. How was the standard tax 20%, bro? You can make 3 bags, bro, and they're taking 8 bills off you, bro. For what, bro? For fucking what? How the fuck do you start? Man's paying out of man's income every month towards this shit. Why the fuck can they randomly just go on strike? Now man's spending £20+ every day to get to work for 4 days, bro. Like, bro, I'm actually pissed off. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. At least have some good weather, no raining or windy or cold as bro.
If you had like other heritage, like, I'll be honest, guys, like, I go to like flipping Eastern Europe. It's like flipping heaven. I go there, even though nobody has money, it's like everyone has like really nice shit. Like, they have nice cars, they have nice jacuzzis. Like, it's just, the weather is class. Like, Ireland's just turning into a shithole, guys. I'll be honest with you. I go to the city, I'm like, the streets are dirty. Like, it's just a shit place. Like, I'm actually gonna make a video about Galway soon. Like, it's just a dirty, you know, shitty. There's no environment. There's no vibe to the city. There's no like aura around the city. There's no like cultural revival. It just, I don't feel that anymore. Even when there's like cultural events like St. Patrick's Day, maybe the only day of the whole year that you feel like an aura, a vibe of the city, you know?
The people are shit. Like, you walk past 1 million people in a day, bro. No one even fucking looks up, bro. Everyone's even if he's having a shit day, no one wants to fucking speak. Everyone's just shit, bro. It feels like a lose-lose.
Yeah, and that's a good point. He says everyone hates each other. Like, that's the thing, guys. Like, you've created this country now where it's like so like people, you know, nobody has any sort of connection to each other. So like everyone just hates each other, and it's all about the money, the bottom line. Like, I'm gonna have more money than you, I have more money than you, and it's so cutthroat. It's so individualistic. There's no community anymore. Like, at least where I live in the countryside in Ireland. There's a little bit of community, a little bit. I talk to people, I have the crack, you know, whatever. You go to the UK, you go to London, there is no community, guys. It's just dog eat dog. You know, you're in the shit. I don't give a shit about you unless I'm earning money, unless I'm doing well. F you, screw you. It's like really disastrous.
Who's in this place, bro? You told me, bro, if you can comment 5 things that are good about this place, then yo, I'll stand corrected, bro. I don't know how we're all gonna end up, man. We might all end up on hard food, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a ban.
And interesting, he said about the money as well. You know, he says that the government standard tax rate is 20%. So if you make €3,000, they take 800 off you straight away. Okay, or they take, you know, a lot of money off you, and it's like almost feels like you're working for 6 months for free. Like, if you guys live in the Western world and you don't run a business, you're working 6 months for free. Like, that's crazy. 6 or 7 months for free. You know, if you're working a good job that pays over 50, 60,000 per year, I mean, you cannot live like that, guys. Like, people cannot live like that. And finally, time for some more conspiracies. I might start doing more conspiracies. The mainstream media is fun. The news stories are fun to react to, but I prefer my conspiracies. The first love that I ever had was the conspiracy theories, guys. I think that they're way more interesting. They're way more compelling to what's actually happening in the world. But this one's very interesting. This is about Hollywood, guys, for actors. If you guys are an actor or if you're in the acting realm, I remember at 12 years old, I wanted to become like an actor or something like that, you know, or something on TV. And my mom immediately said, because she was reading all these American magazines, oh, you can never go to Hollywood. They're all literally like pedophiles and like child predators and stuff like that. And I was so taken back. I said, how the hell does she know that? And it turns out 20 years later, you know, all these different movie stars, Drake Bell, all these different big movie stars that I used to watch as a kid, they all got sexually assaulted, all got sexually abused. In this video, it says Hollywood is an extremely dark place. The trauma radiates like a fire. It isn't an illusion. It isn't possible to cure. Rituals and witness ceremonies, these are the rituals that you have to go through before you join Hollywood. They make you sleep with sheep, and they make you, give blowjobs to guys, and just whole horrendous amount of things that, degrade you as a human. They're forced into them, and they're capable of scarring anybody for life. And these people are scarred for life. You can see then after they get out of Hollywood, they have all this money, but in reality, guys, money doesn't mean shit unless you have your soul, okay? And they've given up their soul. They've sold their soul. They're dead between the eyes. A lot of this stuff is like SSRIs, mind-altering medication that they're addicted to. They can't get off because now they've bought into this whole lifestyle. So it's crazy. It's scary stuff.
By the way, I'm not letting her speak.
Is that Ariana Grande? She doesn't even look like she used to, guys. She's like emancipated. Or emancipated, whatever the hell the word is. Emaciated, sorry. Emancipated. But she just doesn't even look right, guys. There's something not right. The trauma that these people have. You see that they dress up, mainly black men, in like dresses like The Rock. They always dress up, these masculine black men. They have Terry Crews, who's one of my favorite actors. They have him dressing up, in a dress. They have him singing like women's songs and stuff. This all got exposed a few years ago with Cat Williams when he was on the Shannon Sharp podcast talking about it. These rituals that you go through Hollywood. Don't become an actor. If your kids are thinking about going to Hollywood or becoming an actor from Ireland, absolutely do not do that, guys. And don't hook your kids on SSRIs. I talk to some people nowadays, and I think that antidepressants are one of the most common things ever in Irish society now. I talk to some people, and it's like they're talking through you, and they're still like, tall, strong men. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And it's really hard to even describe, but this like dead, like this cold sort of vision when you look at them. It's really bizarre stuff, guys. It's really scary shit. So make sure you keep your mental health in check. Stay strong. I love you guys all. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member today for just €3 per month. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.